right, everybody, welcome back to the show. We are on fire, blazing. Tonight is the Monday Madness, episode 9. That's right, Monday Madness, episode 9. And you guys are in for a treat. Today, we're going to be talking about risk on. The markets are really hot right now, right? And I have four tickers that I'm going to give to you to explain to you risk on, okay? Today, Tesla exploded, right? The SPY, the bulls fought back, right? We closed at around 600, so we're also going to tackle that. I hope you guys are ready, all right? Stick around to the end for this very valuable video. And before we move on, I just want to let you know, if anybody has ever introduced you to trading, and this is you're new to this, you're skeptical, all right? I want you to check out that link below, all right? Join the thriving community inside of the Discord where we teach people how to fish, all right? We have some men and women in there who are taking some of the trades. They're learning. They're taking their time, right? They're not rushing. They're taking the time to learn an edge, a process to consistently print money, all right? I'm talking real money, taking your real live money and making a percentage gain off of what you invest. If you want to know how to do that, take this free training, this free course right here to the right, that link that pops up. Go ahead, stop the video right now, grab that link and go ahead and try to find some footing and foundation in trading, all right? I go by your boy Coach UV, and this is the Unique Trading Group. I appreciate you stopping by, clicking on this video tonight, all right? So I don't want to hold you. I know why you guys came here. So let's go ahead and tackle some of these charts and see what we got going on. It's been really spicy these days, all right? SPY. Now, I gave out some call outs inside of the Discord, okay? Inside of the Discord. And SPY was one of those stocks, and also Tesla. SPY and Tesla were one of those stocks that I gave out inside of the Discord, okay? And what do we have here, okay? We closed around 600, all right? Post-market, we are about $2 up, okay? This is why I call this video Post-Trump Part 3, okay? Risk on, because risk is on, all right? These are the stocks that I want you to understand. SPY is one of those 4 major tickers. MDY is one of those. That is the second one, MDY, all right? This is the mid-cap 400 ETF, and also the IWM. The IWM right here in front of you is also the Russell 2000 ETF, where your small caps are. And last but not least, out of the 4 is QQQ, all right? QQQ being the NASDAQ, all right? These are the 4 tickers that are green, all right, plus positive, all right, on all 4 boards. This is risk on. This is risk on, okay? Now, if you've been enjoying this video and the energy thus far, go ahead and give me a like, all right? Stick around because I have something really juicy for you. The market is rallying as we speak. The market is rallying. And guess who prepared you for it? That's right, your boy, Coach UV. Coach UV. Now, I'm going to show you some receipts, all right? It's very important to have receipts. I love teaching people, all right? And you need to understand whoever's teaching you needs to have receipts. You understand? Because anyone who tells you that this game is just all about making money, you need to run far away, all right? You need to understand that this game is made for you to lose. It's made for you to lose money. For the percentage of people that don't know what they're doing. But if you have an edge, a strategy, right? Getting mentored and educating yourself, right? Screen time, right? Practicing, paper trading. These are the things that show true discipline and patience to see if the things you're learning will work. See how your strategy reacts to the market when you want to enter a trade, okay? It's about risk to reward. Risk to reward is the best thing you can ever do or think about when it comes to trading, all right? Hope you guys are listening. Now, real quickly, a cup and handle on Tesla, a very powerful pattern. Now, before we get into this, I want to show you something. I want you to listen in, and I'm also going to give you some receipts from a previous video that I showed before, all right? You guys ready? All right, let's get into it.
20 years, there's always an opportunity. So you want to take your time before you get started. And what I mean by that also is to take your time to analyze the approach that you're going to use. Look at how it reacts to the markets that you're interested in. And that really brings me to the third area. Pick a market or a sector or a futures market that you find of interest, one that sparks your interest in the market. Take that one market or that one sector and pick the strongest stock in that sector and focus all your attention on that. Take it apart. Take your trading technique and concept and apply it to that market so that you have an idea of what it looks like when it works. You have an idea of what it looks like when it fails. You have an idea of how much risk you should take on this trade. You have an idea of how patient you should be with this trade. And it's a simple thing. All we have to do is count the number of periods from the beginning of the trade to the end. So in a clean trade, if you and I know this trade may last 2 weeks, well, then we know if we're going beyond 2 weeks and this hasn't done anything, again, we're probably in a hope trade.
All right, now my point in giving you this video and this clip on the Money Show is to exercise the fact that we as traders, we have
going to be some value.
Okay? We have an opportunity to pick the choices. All right, the computer can't make us trade. All right, we have to take that trade. We take our finger, we click that button, and we create these trades. All right, and so this is a business, all right, and you want to treat trading as such, as a business, okay? Why? Some of the most profitable traders who are able to do lock trades and block trades where they're trading in volume, this is how they're able to do it, because they work in a systematic approach, okay? And so I want you to understand that, all right? This is a person you're listening to, all right? This is live commentary, all right? Live commentary and stock talk by the Unique Trading Group. All right, again, if you're just listening in or skipping and skimming through, all right, I'm Coach UV, a trading mentor, all right? And I've helped people for the past 8 or 10 years, all right, through my journey. And so I've done a lot of dibbling and dabbling in different strategies and different people and listening and losing money and all these things that I had to come back to something relatively simple. Personal development, all right? One strategy, one setup, all right? Capitalizing on what works, right? Because if it's not broke, then why try to fix it? Right in front of you, you have a video that I created, all right, a couple weeks back for episode 6 of Monday Madness. And remember, this is episode 9 of Monday Madness, post-Trump part 3. I just wanted you to see a clip, a receipt of some of the things that I talked about, all right? This V-bottom shape that we see on SPY, all right?
And of course, if you like the information,
and we still have some of the same movements going on today. Back then, that price was at $5.92. So here it is. Check it out.
so far, if you made any money with me, whether you just started with the Discord or you just started with the Unique Trading Group weeks or months ago, today specifically, give me a like, okay? If any of this video information I'm giving out is valuable to you, then give me a thumbs up. It helps out the algorithm to bring community. That link is way too good for you and help you. So I want to let you guys know, all right? You have your V, okay? Right here is your neckline, okay? All right, price breaks above the neckline, okay? And then it retests, breakout, pullback, and retest that neckline, okay? This is your entry for calls, all right? You see that here, all right? See the V? This is the V, all right? We have the V, okay?
Just want to pause and say thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching, taking the time out to soak up this really, really great information, all right? Kick back, grab some popcorn, all right? Pause it, come back if you need to, all right? Just don't mess up this information that you're receiving, all right? Take it serious, all right? Back to the video.
Our breakout is right here, okay? Breakout is right there, okay? See how price went above the breakout and then it pulled right back to that and then it continued upward. Okay, that's what I'm looking for, a continuation to the upside on SPY, all right, as long as...
All right, now you see that, all right? That was a video that I made about 2 weeks ago, okay? And 2 weeks ago, and what do we have on SPY in front of us, okay? We have that same weekly chart, and we are at $608 above 2 weeks ago. So you could have took a swing trade, what they call a swing trade. The swing trade is something you do when you hold a security or stock overnight for more than 1 day, all right? That's a swing trade. Had you been in my group, had you took the guidance and been following me for the past year, right, then you would have been up to date on that trade. You could have swung a SPY contract, traded it for 2 weeks, held it for maybe a week, made some money, and closed out that trade. That's how this works. And today we have continuation right now. At the time of this video, 6:41 p.m., 6/23/2025, we have some continuation. The markets want more, okay? We do not have a higher high on SPY, but we do have a higher low, and this is the weekly time frame. We can go to the daily time frame real quickly. Appreciate you guys watching, man, sticking with me thus far. If you have been enjoying it, do me a favor, hit that like button, all right? It's not going to hold you too much longer. We're going to hit Tesla and explain the whole point of this video and wrap it on up, okay? So this is the daily chart, all right? We are continuously making higher lows and higher highs all up into this 605 area. So we are making higher lows, right? But we haven't made higher highs currently since June 11th, all right? And so what we need to see is we need to see a continuation above 602.20, right? And we are right there now. So the market wants more. Tomorrow, we could wake up tomorrow in the morning and see higher prices up to these all-time highs. I am in calls. I did inform the Discord group that we will get into calls. And so take some time to pat yourself on the back. If you're listening, if you're new to the channel, or if you've been rocking with me, you are in the money, all right? You are in the money, all right? Remember, we started before we hit 500 subscribers. We are almost there, guys. We are almost there. I really, really appreciate all the subscribers and all the people who are liking and following along to get some of this good education rocking with Coach V in the Unique Trading Group, all right? Let's get that to 500 subscribers. Tell a friend, tell a family, all right? Because we're doing this together and you guys are getting value in this channel. Remember, if there's something you want to know or learn about, whether you're new or immediate or advanced, okay? Drop a comment below. Let me know what that is. I talk back, I engage, okay? All right, so that's what we have on the SPY continuations to the upside. You want 600 to hold as a place of demand. It needs to be a strong price of demand, all right? And it's looking really, really good so far inside of this channel, all right? So tomorrow we can wake up to better prices here on Tesla. All right, what do we have? A cup and handle pattern, all right? What is a cup and handle? Well, let's show you what a cup and handle is, all right? A cup and handle is as such, all right? You have your cup, okay? You also have a handle, okay? Have your cup and handle. This is a very, very powerful pattern created by a guy named William O'Neill, all right? William O'Neill. He wrote a book about how to trade stocks, all right? Really good book. Inspired me as well to write my first book, The Power of Paytience, Mastering Emotions in Trading while turning discipline into income, all right? It's more so my book is based on option trading and the personal development it takes to be a consistent trader, all right? All right, not a overly dramatic win big money every week trader, right? But something more realistic, all right? That link is below in the description, all right? Get you a copy. You won't regret it, all right? Now, this cup and handle, like I said, is a very powerful pattern, and I'm spotting it here on Tesla. You heard it first from me, okay? So this is the cup, all right? And this is the handle. What you want to see is, all right, you want to see price break this base here, all right? This neckline, and bear with my drawing. I'm trying to keep it as straight as I can. All right, you want to see price break, all right? This is your entry right here for calls. Now, whether we get that tonight, who knows on Tesla? Check out price. We at 352 post-market right now, 352 post-market. And so we could get this explosive move. In order for us to see any upside continuation on Tesla, you ready for it? We need to get past 357 on Tesla in order to see upside continuation. That is your trigger, all right, on the weekly time frame for a powerful move, a parabolic move to the upside on Tesla to reach towards 400, right, and even higher to retest some of these highs, all right? That's what we're doing here. Listen to the ATM sound. All right, we like that. So we want to see a break above here, okay? And now that you see this, all right, where are we in the swing of things, all right? Where are we in the swing of things, right? What have we done? We can look right here and we can see that, correct? All right, so let's look right here. What do we have? All right, we have your cup. Here's your cup. We have your handle. We have your handle. All right, now let's put that neckline I just put, all right? We have to break that neckline, okay? We haven't broken that yet, have we? We have not broken that yet. And so we need to break the top of this range in order to see continuation to the upside, all right? Nice and sweet, all right? Other than that, we have the MDY, IDM, QQQ, and SPY all up. The four indices are all up, all right? So that is risk on in this post-Trump part 3 video, episode 9 of Monday Madness, all right? With the war and everything going on. Keep these people in your prayers, all right? Hope you and you guys are all right. You and your family, peace and blessings to you, all right? Peace and blessings to you. There are way more important things than money, absolutely, way more important things than money. And since you are here, all right, I take advantage of it, okay? You guys stay blessed. I'm going to wrap this video up here. I appreciate you guys watching thus far. It's really been great to get some of these things off of my chest to the community in the group, all right? So if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe, all right? And share to some of your friends and family if you have enjoyed it thus far, okay? And until the next time, peace.